everyone, it's Kelly here with She Learns Video, and this week I want to chat about something a little bit different, but it's something that's super important for business owners in general, and that is exploring mental health and ways that we can keep that imposter syndrome at bay. So I know personally I have struggled with anxiety and depression, being very vulnerable with you, but sharing that I know that everyone has those ups and downs when you're running your own business, or really just anybody living through 2020 and 2021. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I just wanted to share this video. Hopefully it's helpful to you. And if you can relate and connect to some of the concepts in this video, I would love to hear with you. You can connect with me over on Instagram, or you can drop a comment below. So let's jump in and talk all about mental health. I do want to start this video off by saying that if you need help, I encourage you to speak to your healthcare provider. I myself am not a mental health professional or a health professional in any way. So if it's something you need to reach out to your doctor about, definitely do so. But I hope these tips are helpful if you're a creative small business owner and you're just looking for ways to kind of get your mind focused and get your mind right in order to be a healthy and productive small business owner. All right, so the first tip I have for you, if you are trying to get yourself in a good headspace, maybe battle that imposter syndrome and get out of a bout of depression or anxiety, and that would just be to delete your social media. And delete it for a weekend or a few days, see how you feel. And if you need to go back to it for business purposes, you can, but oftentimes I think the struggles that I personally face are when I am looking at other people's personal trips or projects they have going on and just feeling that sense of inadequacy. So just knowing that everyone has these experiences is an important step. But I know the break from social media has really benefited me and can give anyone the ability to disconnect and really zone in on who you are, what your family's focused on, and give you a break from the constant scrolling. All right, next up is to focus on your success and how far you have come. I think this step in and of itself gives you the ability to shift from maybe some negative thinking if you've been down on yourself or you feel like you're not accomplishing as much as maybe a peer is. Focus on the things that you have accomplished. Look at how far you have come and be sure to pop those bottles of champagne whenever you cross a major milestone. I know myself as an Enneagram 3, I'm always looking at what can I accomplish next and not always slowing down enough to say, hey, I've done a pretty good job for myself and I need to celebrate those small victories and those big wins as they come throughout my business journey. Maybe for you, that's going out to a nice dinner with your spouse or having a relaxing morning of quiet on your patio alone. This can look completely different for everyone, but I encourage you to step back and focus on the positive accomplishments that you have made in your business. This next tip might be a little bit of tough love, but I encourage you to focus on your work. Don't waste your mental capacity comparing yourself to other people or other businesses. Really put your head down and grind on the projects you want to accomplish and the work you want to see succeed. I myself can be a really big overthinker and I spend a lot of time thinking about how the work will get done and oftentimes don't just sit down and do the work. So this is something that's worked for me by telling myself, hey Kelly, today we just need to sit down, do the work, get the project done, ship it out there into the world and focus on having something done over that perfection. Along with this is when you're in the grind of creating a new project or working on something in your business, share your journey. A lot of times having the ability to connect with other people and be vulnerable will put you so far ahead and show you that you're not alone in this. You know, everyone struggles no matter what we see on social media. Everyone is having challenges in their personal life or their professional life, and we see a highlight reel from everyone else. But when we can get out there and be vulnerable and share our highs and our lows, it gives others the ability to connect with us and help us as we're on that journey in doing the work. So this one kind of segues from the last, and that is to let go of perfection. It's never going to be perfect, whatever you're working on. There is no such thing as perfection. And I know myself, especially with this YouTube channel, I have spent countless hours trying to get things perfect, my light, the way my camera's set up, making sure the audio sounds great. But a lot of days I just put the videos out there as best that I can and make sure that you guys have content you can come and watch and that it's valuable and helpful to others. We all have a different path on this creative journey, and I just encourage you to let go of anything that might be holding you back. I know many of you who watch this channel are artists in some capacity, and everyone gets to interpret art in a different way. So just remember that whatever you're focused on has value, and this entrepreneurship journey is never going to look picture perfect. This next one is one it took me a little while to learn in my business, but once I understood that the journey of entrepreneurship and owning a creative small business is a roller coaster, it really helped me to endure the lows and enjoy the highs. So just know that if you are down, maybe you've had a negative experience with a client or a challenge, with technology, we all go through times where we're struggling. I just want you to know that that low is eventually going to end and you'll be right there on top for another high again. Whenever someone decides to book my services or someone subscribes to my YouTube channel, it sets me right back on the roller coaster high. And I know that there is probably going to be another low that I have to overcome, but enjoying the highs and recognizing the lows for what they are, that they will end, this is all temporary, helps me to get through the entrepreneurial journey and really helps me to embrace the fact that as much as it can be difficult and a challenge, I love being a small business owner and I would have it no other way. The other thing is to not be afraid of seeking out some sort of help or medication if that's what you need. Now, I know this is obviously getting into a whole nother personal level, but I want you to know that if you are a small business owner and you really just need somebody to talk to, seeking out therapy or types of prescription drugs that can help with anxiety and depression is always a step that is okay to take. And if you need permission to go out there and get help, this is your permission. So I hope that was helpful. If I can help one creative small business owner who's struggling in their journey of entrepreneurship, then I have done my job. I hope that if you have a story to share, you would drop it below so that we can all learn from each other and support each other on this journey as creative small business owners. Thanks so much for watching.